Hey everyone, welcome back. Got another Conflict 47 battle report, British versus Soviets. 1250 points, playing maximum attrition. On to the other. In this game, we had a lot of these small huts, and we didn't feel like they would give the same protection as a normal building. So we just the only difference being is they -1 to hit, and they don't give resilience to small arms fire. So inexperienced are still wounded on threes, regulars on fours, and so on. The British. So this is the same basic force he had in the last large game at the Gameday. On the Soviets have switched some stuff up, but same basic large assault contingent, and then some other stuff just for giggles. And everything laid out. One thing I am trying new is the Special Forces Squad. So we got the LT Special Forces Squad, Assault Engineers. You got your Terrors, inexperienced machine gun, mortar, tank hunters, anti-tank rifle, and T-34 ZP. So the board layout. So jumping in the first turn here, the idea being these guys are slow and tough, so I'm just running them up here. After the fact, so I was gonna the whole time. I haven't really got to use roads with my tanks before, so I was pretty much planning on just running them up here, just to see how because I can. Infantry pushing up this way. I was trying to see where his big Merlin guy was popping up, so I was kind of hiding out a lot of my anti-tank stuff just to kind of see where he's coming. And then my opponent, he was bringing in his larger automated infantry spotter team, the heavy machine gun, the another commando team or a commando team, and then hiding in the woods here is the us two-manned commando team. These are my engineers. They're coming up. So yeah, my thought process, you kind of see it here. Get in the buildings, um, do some shooting. The infantry, the idea being is they kind of run up behind the buildings and get cover that way. Just a view from the mortar team. Yeah, one thing he was able to draw first blood. I had a spotter and his HMG amp was able to just mow it down. Um, this is the machine gun Bren carrier, so it's able to throw out a lot of shots. And then me and my infinite wisdom decided to run an inexperienced squad up through here, so he started lighting them up. Like I mentioned, running my T-34 up on the road because it's not often we get those, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Just a view from his side. As you can see, he kind of had the same approach. The soft, squishier guys, they're kind of coming up, leapfrogging behind the buildings. This is also his spotter, artillery spotter. So also being here, he gets views to, pretty much the whole board, or as needed. Me chugging along. Oh, cool thing, yeah, I was able to. This is my first outing with them. I'm not even finished painting them. I still got to do wash and everything. But the idea being is they have the elite rule, so they pass a test. They're able to put their dice back in the bag. So I was gonna use them, run up, hopefully test pass, run up again, secure this forward position. And the idea being is that them being here gives me some fire potential, so the rest of the squads can kind of push up and from cover to cover into his area. And then Big Stompy shows up over here and kind of changes that. Um, so he starts lighting into. They do as well. They start lighting into the special forces group, not killing any of them really. Um, but yeah, just putting shots on them. So my plan did work. I mean, they are passing on a 10 one, so they're able to jump in here. But because they did that, they after he brought in, so going forward, it's being able to shoot into them. But at this point, kind of go, okay, well that's going to work. They only have anti-tank grenades, so terrors, anti-tank team, other terror teams. So the idea is just to swarm this side with anti-tank items to take that guy out, bringing us into 2. So yeah, I just keep rocking and rolling up through here with this, just driving up. You can't hit anything. I think you only hit them, but yeah, he's not doing much. But I mean he's driving around being cool, firing off weaponized dubstep and machine guns over here. So I mean he's making a lot of racket, not doing too much. But first engineer group jumps into here for cover. The idea being is the next engineer group's running up, getting some cover behind the vehicle and buildings. A different view of the same, just chugging up the road. Heavy infantry just tuk, 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 coming up here too. And that's when I remembered the artillery strike. So I remembered when he called it on me. The So after firing into these guys, not really doing too much, he calls in the artillery strike. So that kind of changes some plans. Jumps his group commandos into the building here, and other commandos come up, start, like I mentioned, firing into these guys. Well, since they're marked, the idea being is, okay, well, let me start getting out of here. So I'm thinking I'm slick, avoiding big Merlin guy, swinging over this way, gunning these guys down, thinking I'm smart. Then I remember, oh yeah, you got 2 guys over here, the amp thing over here, so I end up swinging these guys out, out of the frying pan into the fire. So I could have gone this way. They maybe would have been able to use their anti-tank weapons. But instead, by swinging them over here, I'm out of range and perfect shots for whatever he wants to shoot at. Them moving up, just doing their thing. Yeah, so as you can see, haven't lost a bunch, but they've been taking a lot of shots. So I think actually even the anti-tank team or rifle team came up and plugged them. But these are the commandos. So you see the vehicle moved up, fired into them. Commandos fired into them. I think even big guy did. So they're taking shots, but nothing's killing them yet. More shots, so yeah, they're just raining bullets on them. Top of 3. So this thing started getting ugly pretty quick here. So I think I went to assault these guys in, and it did not work out. So they get mowed down. I didn't do anything really to them. Killed a couple, but not enough. And that was not a good day. Actually, I'm sorry. That may have been a firefight. Either way, a lot of dead on me. Over here, they're just getting artillery strike goes off, pinning a bunch of people. I think that was about it. So we're up to 9 now. So they end up having bad days. Yeah, so I must have assaulted them. So Tanky's firing. Got the, you can see my heavy infantry just plodding along. Can't really see them. Inexperienced guys are in here. Yep, so we end up finishing them off. So the other engineer group assaults them. So now we do have control of this bunker, but one guy's just hanging out here. And I believe, he may not have been able to do that. Close enough though, line of sight. We would have allowed it. So he ends up assaulting. Yeah. Okay, that's what happened. I pulled one extra guy. Okay, so he ended up assaulting. And I pulled, so he kills one guy. And here, I was getting greedy. So yeah, I thought I was gonna able to. So I was gonna come up, or I see him. They got pinned out. My other squad's over here. They gunned down the anti-tank squad. So my thought is, okay, it's going bad. I'm losing squads. So I'm gonna run up here, get these guys out in the open, and then if I get lucky next turn, maybe jump on either them or them and get one, basically two squads for the price of one before they get gunned down by everything else. So yeah, I promptly run up and whiff. Over here, the assault, yeah, his one guy wins. Um, so that was that was less than stellar on their part. You can see the I'm starting to hit a little bit more with the dubstep cannon, but again, he's not doing any damage. He's just pinning a bunch. Yeah, then out here you kind of see him out in the open. So I ran up. So I did finally. I shot him. They didn't kill him, but they ended up needing to take a morale check and failed. So the mission accomplished. It's not how I would have wanted it. Um, so yeah, so they're stuck in the middle of a bad day. Yeah, over here, oh, just kind of a status of the board. Yeah, everything's firing or pinned. This side, yeah, we start at this point we start wrapping up because going back to the other one, yeah, I don't do. Yeah, so I have nothing. I really have nothing left. So we're wrapping things up at this point. Yeah, because we go into here, and the only way my little tactic with that would have worked is if I got in first pull, moving up the LT to fire into here and fire into them, and yeah, it's yeah, you see my two kills, so yeah, we ended up wrapping it up about this point because I think we did look into a fourth turn. I didn't get the first pull, so that squad's dead over there, the Siberian Terrors. So we pretty much called it at that, which means it's a massive British win. Yeah, they ended up getting we call it confirmed or unconfirmed. Five confirmed because we ended up calling it about turn 3 or 4, but by that point he had already killed 5 units and was lined up to kill another two. So that terror squad and then my medium mortar on the left flank there that was just hiding out in the back. Yeah, so he was he was already sitting on 10, but likely going to get up to 14. I killed all of 2 units. Now, granted, they're mean units, but not all of these guys worth a trade. And realistically, I could have confirmed, likely to kill one more. That observer that finished off one of my squads in assault probably could have got, picked him up fairly safely. But so even on a good day, that leaves me with 6 points to his 10 to 14. So yeah, it was a massive win to the British here. Still fun game. We were blowing stuff up and running around. He definitely played it, I think, a little bit smarter. Um, I made the mistake of forgetting to weaken or pin down the commando squad in the building before going in, and that cost me a squad. Um, you know, not paying attention and just running my tank up the road probably wasn't the best thing ever, but it was fun because it was moving fast and still shooting. Wasn't hitting anything, but it was still fun to drive it around, that far and still be able to shoot. All in all, it was a great day, great game, and thanks for watching.